Okay, so by any chance, do you play video games?
All the time. Oh, yeah, all the time.
Are you an Xbox guy or you a PlayStation guy?
I have both, but I would say it depends on what I'm playing. Like if I'm playing like Call of Duty, um,
That's
pl-
where I'm going. Okay, Call
yeah,
of Duty Modern
PlayStation.
Warfare 3 just dropped.
Yep.
I don't know if you got that.
I won't get it because I'm
How
boycotting. I'm boycotting
you're boycotting what?
Call of Duty. This new one, the install. See, I've been playing Call of Duty since the first one, the very first one. When I was overseas after a mission, I'd come in the room, we'd play Call of Duty. Call of Duty, like I've played them all. I play online now and like against other players, but it's just too many cheaters on there. They like you're supposed to be banned and there's like a way you can report cheaters, but it's just so full of like, bad gamers and stuff like that. The experience kind of like put a bad taste in my. I still play it like I played it last night. And I'm probably gonna play it, not gonna lie, when I get home. But I'm not gonna buy the new one though. It's just yeah, I've been with that game since before I was old enough to even join the military. I was playing SOCOM before that.
Really? Okay. So how accurate are those rifles in those games?
Oh my, no, not one bit, not one bit. No. Like it's funny.
No?
No. It's funny. I was a couple of days ago I have a Barrett 50 cal magazine for a Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle. And it's a stout, very stout magazine, but the gun itself weighs like over 30 pounds. And the way people run around with like all this stuff in video games, that's just highly inaccurate. But the gun accuracy, it's also like way off. M16s and yeah, they're way off. The recoil is off somewhat. They look really good. The sounds are really good. They're almost accurate. They're like really, really close. But as far as like how they perform shooting, no. Like half those guns don't work like they work that way, but they're not as accurate as they are in the video games. And some of them jam way more than others. And others, it's like, well, you have to clean this one way more than the other one. And this one takes a little bit more finesse. So it's different. It's way different. Way different. I do have my favorite, but
Okay. What's your favorite?
what's that?
What's your favorite?
I like the AK. It's a AK-47 depiction in the video game. I don't like it. I like AK-47s in real life, but not for their accuracy because they're horrible. I just like them for their durability. My home protection rifle is an M4, AR-15 with all the lights and bells and whistles and stuff. But that's like my go-to accurate. If I wanted to get accurate, semi-automatic rifle. Then I have my sniper rifles to get accurate out to, half mile. But I like the AK-47 in the video game. That's it. I would not like take it to combat and this is my go-to rifle. No. I would bring one. I have a couple of them, a few of them, but they just sit underneath the, bunch of dust right now, collecting dust, and I don't really think too much of them. Except for when it's time to play the video game.
Got you. Okay, before I let you up out of here, we got a question from one of Vlad TV's YouTube members, Rob Stifler. Rob asks, if you could change 3 things in the military, what would they be?
How many things?
3.
3 things. What would I change in the military? Oh, wow. That's a good question. In the military? What would I change in the military? Wow. 3 of them. 3 things. I think the first thing I would change is combat MOSs should not be treated a certain way. They have to be treated a certain way. They can't be treated like everybody else does. They have to be treated differently. And that different way may not be PC in today's society, but it has to be that way. and standards. I don't think standards should ever be allowed to drop and altered and facilitate someone else because we want to, prime example, Ranger School, the first female to go through, the females that went through Ranger School. Not going to go too much into it, but yeah, when standards are changed and altered, it just, yeah, it defeats the whole purpose of why that program was started to begin with. I wouldn't change standards. I'd make combat MOSs a little bit more what they need to be, less PC. And the third thing I would change is mental health. I would change that. I would focus more on advocating for mental health. Not to be criticized or, shunned for seeking mental help within the military. I think it should be advocated for more. More focus on that. Like the amount of time it takes to train up to kill someone really, really good. Well, you can't really kill someone really, really good. Killing is killing, just the ways you go about it. But I think that I would change up, how we address the shutoff valve to it. Because the military only trains you up to do that specific task. And once they're done, you get your DD-214 and you're on your way out the door. But I think there has to be a little bit more time invested into, okay, how to shut this switch off. And if you having issues doing it or having the after effects of things that have happened to you in combat, maybe mentally or physically, you should have a little bit more of an ease of an access to be able to get to those means to help you out. Needs to, better facilitating that. As far as the military, that's a tough question. I don't know if there's really anything that sticks out so much. Better food. I could say that. Food sucks. Get us some better food. Better food. Yeah. Better food, but in all seriousness, it's having the programs and the personnel in place to advocate and help veterans and military personnel who are going through stuff and who have done stuff, whether they think they're going through it or not. At the time, it may not feel like it, but 10 years after the fact, you're finding yourself waking up from a cold sweat because you had a weird dream that, of some stuff you did back when you were in your 20s. And then, you're left to find those means for yourself. And 9 times out of 10, well, it seems that way, it resorts to people taking their own lives or trying to find a solution in the bottom of a bottle, which is just taking your life just slower. That's what we're doing anyways, though. We're all dying just slowly. So, hey, to each their own. But I think advocating for mental health would be it. Yeah.
I love that. That's what I was going to say. I really do love that third answer. The third thing that you would change in the military is no shame, because there really isn't any shame in seeking help for your mental health.
At all.
But with that being said, Nick, this was my pleasure, brother. I always love our conversations. I'm so happy we got to do it again and can't wait till the next time.
Always, brother. I appreciate it so much.
Absolutely, my brother. Peace and love. Enjoy your Veterans Day. And I guess I'll see you the next go round.
Will do.